Hello, and welcome everyone. Thank you for visiting the channel, and we are playing World of Warships Legends again, and we are in the Serov. This is the Soviet, the Russian Tier 5 aircraft carrier, and it's a fun one to play with. I really like playing as these the Soviet aircraft carriers. The difference here is like these, when you're in your airplane squadron, they drop all of their bombs or all of their torpedoes all in one swoop, so you don't have this squadron that you're flying around and getting a lot of your airplanes shot down. So I am still being a little bit conservative here with this first drop. These ships, like this one in particular, you do, like if you lose ships, or if you lose planes, sorry, they take a long time to come back. So it is better to be safe than sorry in this scenario. If you go through and you're flying above enemy battleships and stuff like that, you will lose airplanes quickly and they will come back slowly. So you'll get like halfway through the game and you'll only be able to launch one airplane. So that's my thought process behind dumping those torpedoes early on there and just kind of going for the luck shot. The other thing too with this is the torpedo bombers, especially the torpedoes take a long time to come back up to the surface, and they move really slowly. So this is one of the more difficult ones to get torpedo hits with, right? Just because of that aspect. But when you do time it right, you're dumping like all of them at once. You're dumping all 6-8 planes, however many are up there. So that's the advantage. That's kind of the trade-off. That's the give and take for this aircraft carrier. So we had a bad run here. Like I kind of was hoping, not assuming, like I was hoping that this battleship was going to keep pressing forward behind this island. So we have to swoop around and do another run. But basically with the bombers for the Soviet aircraft carriers, with the exception of the tier 3 ones, but the later ones they're skip bombs, right? So you have to approach more like as if you were dropping torpedoes. And so what you want to do is you look at the lines that are displayed down there. And of course this is already said and done here, but you're looking at the lines that are displayed on the water, and that's where the bombs are going to bounce, right? So typically you aim for a bounce to be just beyond your target, right? So that way the bombs are coming into or coming down on the battleship or whatever target you're going for there. So it makes it it's a little bit more, it's just fun because it's different, right? You know, like it's not the same old, right? But so we'll take another run with skip bombers here and see if we can't find a decent target. We kind of had some bad luck with torpedoes, even though we were taking risky shots there. We kind of knew that first one and then this one here. We knew those were chance ones to start with. But my team is accredited for the win here, not myself. But I just wanted to, this was a quick, fun game. I wanted to put it out there because we had a good time with it. So here you can drop them directly on ships. It is possible to do. I find that I don't have as much luck or as much damage or as much fire happening. I don't know what the mechanic is there or what the RNG is there or whatever you want to call it, but they seem to work better if you've at least let them skip once or twice. But just because of that scenario there with that island, I went for just dropping them directly on. So basically the first line is where they're going to fall, right? You do have to keep an eye on whether those lines are green or gray. So if it's gray, it means it's not going to bounce to that next line. So you do have to keep an eye on that. I have made the mistake of like dropping them, hoping they would bounce, and then they don't because I wasn't paying attention to the color of the lines there, right? So that's especially, you need to especially pay attention to that if you're coming over an island. If you're flying over an island trying to attack your target, right? So we finally have luck with torpedoes there, shooting them at that, or dropping them towards that battleship. So I was actually kind of surprised that we got two. But the nice thing with these the Soviet ones is, you know, it's a narrow path, right? So like head-on battleships, you're going to have way more luck with that than you are going to have with any of the other countries' aircraft carriers, right? Any of the other countries' torpedo bombers. So that works out really great for us. You're going to have a lot more luck there going head-on with some of these guys. So we'll try our luck here. We'll get one more swoop in here. But this literally the last guy alive on their team. We'll see if we can't steal his kill. But 16,000 damage is kind of weak and sad story for us here at Tier 5 with an aircraft carrier. But yeah, my team just obliterated the other team. So we do finally manage to get a kill and put ourselves up on the scoreboard. And we'll see where we stand here. I'll be surprised if we break at the middle of the pack on this game here. But yeah, we are second to the last. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. More World of Warships Legends videos on the way.